Okay, everybody, let's move quickly to the next session. We have Pak Edmund Situmorang, Chief Technology Officer Prodigi Sinarmas Group Indonesia. He's going to talk about using AI to superchange the modern media. Well, very interesting. But before we begin, as usual, I want to introduce him to you guys. So, Pak Edmund Situmorang is the Chief Technology Officer Prodigi Sinarmas Group Indonesia. For over 15 years in senior management experience with passion in strategy, information technology, and human capital development with a motto of invest on people. He has been a speaker and community resource on digital transformation and security, data science, and artificial intelligence. And he has been invited to many international leaders summit to speak on machine learning, natural language processing, project management, and digital marketing. He has been studying abroad since early teens, graduated high school in the Philippines, and finished his bachelor's degree in computer science and took on master's in business at the age of 17. He worked in United States for 11 years as a programmer and strategist and enthusiastic about technology, especially in the field of artificial intelligence. So I want to say hello to Pak Edmund Situmorang. Halo, selamat siang. Oke, Pak Edmund suaranya masih di mute?
Hey.
Ah,
Hi, everyone. Selamat siang.
selamat siang. Apa kabar? How are you, Pak?
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's a good afternoon. It's a time to be in.
Yes.
Hopefully, everybody's not sleeping.
Enggak ya, semoga ya. Yes. We're on fire to follow the session. So, ya Pak Edmund, tanpa berlama-lama lagi, the screen is yours.
All right. Thanks. I really appreciate for Digital Summit to invite me in this great occasion. I'd love to talk about what is it in today's world that we are in need of, right? We come to a world where digital, right, artificial intelligence become a core, right? What we need today is innovation and agility. And when we talk about media, modern media has grown to become the only source, right, for informations, right? When we are not capturing, when we're not capitalizing on that particular area the right way, then we lose momentum. We lose ways to engage with our customers. We lose the customer experience that they needed. Most people thought, I'm just going to have a website. I'm going to have something that people can see that I exist. Not necessarily. Nowadays, social media has become the trend of how people convey information, relay, and relate towards their customers. Now, how do we do that in today's world where, I'm just a smaller company, I don't have any background, and what steps do I need to do? I suggest that you and I need to be on a journey, right? To go forward and learn about innovation. I always say this to everyone. I speak a lot on artificial intelligence, right? When we don't learn artificial intelligence, we don't understand artificial intelligence, and best of all, we don't implement artificial intelligence, you will become the dinosaur. Why? Because we are in a disruptive age, and modern media requires us to be on that competitive edge using machine learning and artificial intelligence. So put on your thinking cap and put on your innovation head and start being agile in what you do. The world that we're going to be in the upcoming years is going to be quite difficult to navigate unless you and I engage in a serious manner to improve ourselves and our business towards artificial intelligence era. And I always like this. Elon Musk has this strategy, right? And the way how he thinks. He said something like this: "It is important to reason from first principles rather than by analogy." For years and years, people have used horse chariot. People got on a horse and used the chariot as a mean to bring them about everywhere. Until 1896, Henry Ford, and also Mercedes-Benz, created their first cars. While for years the horse has always been in the front of the chariot, now the horse is inside the chariot. That's what they call horsepower. So, what made the change so abruptly? For thousands of years, people have always been riding on a horse chariot. Now, Henry Ford and Mercedes Benz put the horse inside the chariot. Same thing with modern media. For hundreds of years, we've always used newspapers in terms of conveying our messages, putting our advertisement. But in today's world, should we analogize, make analysis on that same principle? Shouldn't we grow from there and think of modern way of doing things in the real world? Of, I shouldn't say only digital, now we call it metaverse, right? We've come into a meta generation where people are required to understand what is augmented reality. How would your media come towards that sector? This is very important, to reason from principles rather than by analogy. We don't look at the big picture and look at, oh yeah, we can improve, the social media, how we do these things, by this, like this. Not the little things that we need to improve. Go back to the first reasoning. Why do we want to create? Why do we want to convey information to people? And how do people feel as they convey that information to you? I think there should be a big change, massive change in terms of media adoption going forward towards a newer technology. How can we be understood in terms of what our needs for media, what our needs for informations, right? So I've been looking at many different aspects of technology, and I realized something that Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, mentioned a while back. He said, all companies are software companies. And I started thinking, hey, you know, here at Sinarmas, we have a mining company. How can that be? And then after a while, we started creating innovations for them, realizing that without those innovations, without the drones that we use right now for the mining sites to monitor people, without the cameras and CCTV that we use, it's impossible for us to do work now. Without the phone, it's impossible for us to order food now easily. I want to go anywhere. I can, family came over. They need to come from the station to house. I just order, these self-ordering apps, right? Technology have changed everything. And how does your media, how does your views on medias have changed it? Even in the banking industry, I, this thing cannot display video. Unfortunately, the system itself is incapable, I don't think. But now people talks through our Alexa. Hey Alexa. Even myself, when I schedule something, hey Siri, set appointment with Pa Edmund at 2 o'clock. Automatically Siri says, yes, how are you? I will set that schedule for you. How do we engage with media? What technology are we using within the media landscape? I recently, if you notice here, OpenAI had released their GPT-3. This is another sector of technology that all of us need to be concerned of. For most of us who are in the digital marketing, and for most of us who are in the media publishing, creating, what do you call this? Copywriting, right? Creating copyright and articles, you know, we might be out of a job. Why? With GPT-3, this thing is so good, so great, that you can put one sentence, and it will automatically create an article for you about that one sentence. Say, for example, I want to create a topic of artificial intelligence in the financial industry. All I put is that one sentence. It will create paragraph over paragraph of sentences about a topic of so. And not only that, it's highly capable of checking whether or not that same article that has been generated has been replicated elsewhere. It tells you how many percent of that is similar to other articles that has been published on the internet. Imagine that. Look it up. I suggest that you go look up GPT-3. One of the best implementation of this is Jarvis.ai. Go on that website, Jarvis.ai. It's amazing. You can create all kinds of articles. You can create all kinds of things with just one sentence, or even a topic, a word. It'll generate for you articles. So a lot of us are going to be out of a job soon if we're not thinking innovatively. If we're not started thinking, how can we transform our businesses? How can I transform myself to be ready for the next level, right? GPT-3 has become a very foundational and has become very much needed strategy in today's world. Has helped a lot of businesses. DeepMind is another thing that technology side of technology that has helped a lot of customers, a lot of businesses transform their own thinking. Seen deep fakes, right? People who has replicated their faces everywhere using well-known artists. This is that same technology has helped a lot of businesses advance in their strategy. Even with that technology, DeepMind, relational thinking have been challenged. So yeah, think about that. There's quite a lot of things. I mentioned earlier about GPT-3. Now even programmers, I can't start my thing here because the video is not working on PDF. And also they don't have any PPT. This system, AirMeet, is not able to do something like this. But with this OpenAI, even programmers, developers, web developers, we are at risk of losing our jobs to the AI. Why? With a stroke of a sentence, the whole code published. Yeah, with GitHub Copilot, this is a new technology that has been published for certain people. I've already gotten their previews, right? So certain people have gotten their login to GitHub Copilot. I tested it. Amazing. You don't need to be an expert. All you do is write a sentence about what you want to do. I put a sentiment analysis on this positive only. Automatically, it runs out a code for me, and I tested it exactly the best practice being used. So, talking about technology, talking about media, where are you and your company exactly now, right? I want to share with you this information about analytics has find its ways into every corner of business. We are on the fourth industrial revolution. We are already there with big data and IoT. Everywhere I do, it's all IoT now. Artificial intelligence have become a landscape that everybody needs to get in. Cloud is definitely, you're still not on cloud, you're not getting all the best technologies out there. Every corner of business have used information as a way for growth. And how they analyze those information creates what we call analytics. So, how do you create this? What innovation have you created for the company using the data at hand? Now, one of the things that we use on the digital media sector, especially um, in the AI realm, we have what we call recommendation system. This is how you get information and how you pass informations to others. So you could look it up. The recommendation system works uh, most like the easiest way is to look is in Tokopedia or Amazon when you purchase an item. So it suggests to you similar items like what you are looking for, right? And not only that, you look at one item. For example, you look at a phone, a certain brand, and then it will display the same kind of specs of phone with the same kind with a cheaper price even. So our recommendation system in digital media is the same. We present all different kinds of informations related to what is being looked at by our customers, right? And then from there on, we build a persona of the person. We saw, oh, this person likes this kind of informations more than others, right? So this is the kind of information that we need. This is what we do in terms of recommendation system. So we have collaborative filtering. We look at, oh, if this person likes this story, then that person might have liked similar person with the same persona might like this one. Or, if it's been read by this person, then, recommended to user that same article. This persona loves this kind. So it must have been some other people are like that. So these are some of the analytics that you need to be creating with your data science team in terms of digital media. So my time is up. I just want to say that are you engaging, embracing the new normal? Are you looking into the new ways how you can present your information to the world? Are you engaging in artificial intelligence in that sense? If you're not, I can assure you, you will become dinosaur soon. So look me up, chat me at LinkedIn/in/Situmorang, my last name, or situmorang.com. You can connect with me and I can give you free advice. And hope to see you on the next level of information transformation. Good luck to you all.
Thank you very much, Pak Edmund Situmorang, untuk the great session today. Thank you very much, Pak Edmund. Stay healthy. All right. So let's moving to the next session, everyone.